Well, well, well. Looks like Uncle Sam's decided to let Ukraine play with the big boy toys. In a jaw-dropping pivot that's got the Kremlin clutching its pearls, Biden's given the green light to rain down some long-range freedom on Russian soil. That's right, meow, we're talking about unleashing the mighty ATACMS, or as I like to call them, America's tactical answer to cranky Moscow shenanigans. These missiles are the cat's pajamas, my friends. With a range of 190 miles, a 500-pound warhead, and GPS guidance that's more precise than a feline stalking its prey, these bad boys can travel further than my ex's grudge and hit harder than a hangover after dollar-shot night. It's like giving Ukraine a really, really long stick to poke the Russian bear with. And let me tell you, that bear is not amused. Now, you might be wondering, Ron, why the sudden change of heart? Did Biden finally remember where he left his backbone? Well, it seems Sleepy Joe woke up and chose violence. This decision comes after Russia launched a whopping 120 missiles and 90 drones in their largest aerial attack on Ukraine in months. But that's not all, folks. Our old pal Kim Jong-un has decided to join the party, sending a whopping 12,000 North Korean troops to help out his buddy Putin in the Kursk region. It's like he's trying to one-up his own insanity, and I've got to say, he's doing a bang-up job. Biden's journey from niet to let her rip has been quite the roller coaster. Back in May, he allowed limited strikes near the Russian border, but meow, he's gone full throttle. It's like watching a cat slowly push a glass off a table. We all knew it was coming, but the crash is still shocking. Speaking of Kursk, this region's got more historical baggage than a time-travelling suitcase. It's not just a logistics hub for Russian operations, it's where the Soviets gave Hitler a bloody nose back in 1943. Now, 80 years later, it's once again at the centre of a global kerfuffle. Talk about history repeating itself. It's like Groundhog Day, but with more explosions. But let's not forget, my friends, this is Biden's big gamble. He's playing missile roulette with Putin, and the stakes are higher than a cat on catnip. The risk of escalation is real, and Russian retaliation could turn this regional spat into a global catastrophe faster than you can say World War III. As one Kremlin official put it, this move adds fuel to the fire. No kidding, Sherlock. Nothing says de-escalation quite like handing out long-range missiles like party favours. Ukrainian President Zelensky, ever the optimist, says these missiles will speak for themselves. Well, blimey, I hope they're better communicators than most world leaders, or we're in for a right mess. Now, let's talk about our president-elect and self-proclaimed master deal-maker, the Donald. He's been strutting around claiming he could end this war in 24 hours. 24 hours? That's less time than it takes most of us to decide what to watch on Netflix. I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think Trump might have a time machine hidden in that magnificent hair of his. Perhaps he plans to go back in time and prevent the invention of missiles altogether. But while the politicians play their games, the real winners here are the defence contractors. War stocks are hotter than a freshly launched ATACMS. Who knew World War III would be so good for my 401k? If you've ever dreamed of profiting from global conflict, and really, who hasn't? Now's your chance to invest in the booming business of boom booms. Of course, all this sabre rattling has got the international community in a tizzy. NATO's cheering from the sidelines, China's wagging its finger disapprovingly, and the rest of the world is watching with bated breath, wondering if they should start learning Russian or North Korean. You know, just in case. And let's not forget about the technological tug-of-war happening on the ground. While Ukraine's been busy building up its drone industry and electronic warfare capabilities, North Korea's contributing with, well, whatever they found in Kim's garage, I suppose. It's 21st century tech versus the Hermit Kingdom's hand-me-downs. Now, if you're as gobsmacked by this turn of events as I am, give us a nudge in the comments. After all, we're all in this together, watching the world go mad from the comfort of our living rooms. But wait, there's more. With Trump set to take office soon, this whole ATACMS affair might be a use it or lose it situation for Ukraine. It's like a going out of business sale, but for international military support. Everything must go. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ron, isn't this all a bit illegal? Well, my friends, when it comes to international law, we're basically playing Calvin ball at this point. The rules change faster than Putin can say, what invasion? It's a game where everyone's making it up as they go along, and the referee's gone home for tea. Looking ahead, This escalation could reshape the conflict and international relations more dramatically than a cat rearranging your furniture at 3 in the morning. We might be witnessing the birth of a new world order, or at least a very messy custody battle over Eastern Europe. But hey, why stop at ATACMS? What's next? Lending Ukraine the Death Star, equipping them with lightsabers? At this rate, nothing would surprise me. This situation's got more hair-raising twists than a cat in a thunderstorm. In all seriousness, my friends, this is a pivotal moment in the conflict. Biden's decision to let Ukraine play with the big boy toys could change the game entirely. Will it lead to a swift resolution? Or are we just adding fuel to an already raging fire? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, with North Korea joining the fray and long-range missiles on the menu, this conflict is starting to look less like a regional dispute and more like a global game of Risk. And let's be honest, nobody ever finishes a game of Risk without flipping the board at least once. So buckle up, my friends. Whether you're Team Biden, Team Trump, or just Team Can We Please Stop World War III, things are about to get interesting. It's a catastrophe in the making, and we're all along for the ride. I'm Ron De Parmesan, and this has been another Newscat Special Report.